project for this evening has 3 parts, so it's going to be a little bit different from the normal competent communicator projects. 3 parts consist in: first, I will tell you a little bit about coaching and what does that mean. The second part is a role play. I have chosen a partner and a scenario where I'm going to coach this person. And the third one, it's going to be an open session where I would like you to tell me your thoughts, your feedback about how this coaching session went. So this being said, in a perfect world, in a group, at work or everywhere, everybody knows what to do, what needs to do, what the expectations are, and practically everything is perfect. Everybody is satisfied with their work, the boss is satisfied, the parents are satisfied, depends on the group. But when things are not going as efficiently or effectively as they should, then a coach that comes in and does his work. So what does a coach do? Is practically identify what needs to be done together with the person to improve the performance of that person. So the reasons for the low performance could be different. So it could be motivation. The person is not motivated to do that thing. It could be time, does not have the time to do it. Actually, it doesn't have the time, not like me that I'm lying. Then it could be also that it was not trained, that person, to do that job, so doesn't know how to do it. Or who knows, and many other reasons that could be possible for that person. And after identifying the reason for the low performance, a coaching session is held. Usually a coaching session is a one-to-one session. It is preferred that way, so it's more comfortable for the other person. Also, it is preferable to be in a without the pressure of time, of other aspects, like we need to finish now because there is another meeting later, something like that. So it should be a private discussion. And not only that, but how does it happen? Of course, the coach first expresses the concern for the low performance, of course. Then a discussion is held between them, discussing, of course, the reasons, how can that be remediated and made better, and in the end, of course, how to solve the issue. A follow-up is expected after that, because the person, if he does his job, of course, and he performs better, should be praised for the better performance. This being said, for this evening, I have chosen a role play with my colleague Vasile, who also was a speaker recently. And I said, okay, you're already used to it. Come on back and let's have a role play. And what is it about? Just 1 second, I will present them the topic. He is a salesperson. And I am the responsible of the team that he is in. We are the company called, we are hired at a company called RCS. I don't know if you know it, but recently there is so-called the department DG Energy. So RCS is selling energy, electricity, if you want to say it. Did you know it? It's news. Yeah, it's news. So, old news. Yes, exactly. So our fellow colleague Vasile was hired 6 months ago for this reason. He is a salesman for the RCS, but for the Department of Energy. Unfortunately, his sales are not as expected, so we need to talk about his performance. So here we are. Hi, Boris.
Hello.
Thank you for coming to my office. I'm glad that you came. How are you this evening?
Am I in trouble?
No, of course not. You're in trouble. Do you think that you're in trouble?
I hope so. I hope not. I'm so nervous that I hope not.
But you know, I'm just concerned about the overall sales in energy. You know, RCS is new on this field, so we have big competitors, and we should be doing a little bit better. You know, everybody's complaining. I mean, even you at home, I think. you have big bills of electricity. I can bet on it. And I'm sure that the market, the electricity market, is going to be booming, and we have a big place where to sell. So I was wondering why the sales are so low in the last 2-3 months. And you are the best of our salesmen in electricity since you started with us. So I was wondering what happened in the last 2-3 months. If there is something that I can do or what we can do. Do you have any ideas about what happened?
As you mentioned, we just started, so we must have some patience, because in the end we will sell something, but for now we must have some patience.
What do you think of our products? Are they good products?
We have an old competitor.
Yeah.
How is the name?
Electrica.
Electrica in Romanian, of course, but we didn't know in English, so Electrica.
Still Electrica.
Still Electrica, and they are a big one, and nobody wants to go from them. They are used to it. They are used to those bills, and
so they are afraid of new companies and that we are new.
I think they just don't want to change everything in the house.
So from your experience, what do you think that could change their minds, our customers' minds? For
we should offer something big, something really
big.
cheap.
Really cheap?
Really cheap.
Well, I don't know about giving away things, because you know, as I am also an employee as you are, so I don't know if we are going to manage to do that. But do you think that if we work on the packages, what we're selling, the sales package, to improve it, it's going to be increasing our sales?
Yes. Besides electricity, we could sell maybe something else, like internet, or I don't know.
Like together?
Together or something, or maybe a refrigerator. You have electricity, you can use it with our refrigerator. I don't know.
And do you think that you will be able to do this, to prepare a nice package for our company and prepare it and present it to our board, let's say, and see if it were going to work for sales?
Yes, because before I sold things like laptops and refrigerators and something physical. Right now I have to sell electricity. What is that? How I present that? I have electricity. Okay, so
you need something that it's touchable.
Yes, it's touchable, but if you touch electricity, you know that it is not going to be nice.
It's not good. You're going to die about it. Yeah, I think it's not good. so definitely, I think you have a good idea. So probably what we can do, right, is it's probably going to benefit both the company and for you, because if it's increasing the sales, then your bonus is going to increase also. So maybe you could prepare such a package of sales package, right? Yeah. With your ideas. I don't know about the refrigerator, but something like in our other field, like communication, telecommunication, and like that.
Maybe we can work with other companies that sell products and sell something like, if you buy a TV that does not consume too much energy, we will give you more energy for free. If you buy something that consumes a lot, you will have to pay more. So we can work together, and those companies will benefit. We will benefit.
For the start, should we try inside our company, so in other divisions like telecommunication, and after that go in packages with the other partners, or how should we do it?
Maybe we should start with services, mixing services, like selling electricity with internet and with telephony or something.
Do you now thinking about figures? Do you have a target about that? So let's imagine a target, sales target. What could we see in the next 6 months, let's say?
As much as possible.
As much as possible.
As much as possible.
So you are very optimistic about that. So we can do this.
Yes, we can.
Definitely. Okay, so hopefully this is something that we can do. I will be waiting your proposal, your package. And when do you think you can do that? How much time do you need?
By the end of this week.
End of this week. Great. So just let me know when you are ready, and we can have a discussion, and you can go to the bosses to see what they say. Thank you. It was nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you also.
Okay, so this was the role play. And now, first thing that I want to ask is my partner in the role play, to tell me what did he think about our coaching session, about our discussion.
I like that you offer me suggestions on what I should do, because you mentioned before that I was very good on selling, but if I was that good on selling, maybe I had to know what to do. But anyway, I like that you offer me some help on what I should do about it. And also you were positive, because in these cases most people are fired. So.
Okay, thank you. So somebody else, what did you think about our discussion? Do you think it's going to be a good result in the end?
I like the fact that you asked open-ended questions that allowed him to speak about what he thinks should be done. And you also kind of asked him leading questions towards something that you had in mind, which is also helpful on doing that. The one thing I would suggest is, the first thing he said when he approached you is, am I in trouble? And I would have probably emphasized that a little more in figuring it out, because there is a reason why he came back with that question as the first question. And you moved from that into talking about what your business was there for that meeting. And what I would have done differently, I would have probably emphasized that first question of his a little more by asking some leading questions and getting the actual reason of why he's asking that.
Okay.
So that's my feedback on that.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
So what I heard is very specific expressive concern. And then on the second step, which is discussing reasons and what the actual problem is, for me it's not clear from the dialogue that you had what the reason is for this substandard performance. I understand that he had very good sales before, his sales are low now. I did not get why. I did hear options, what we can do, but not what's going on. And also, the solution that you came up with is partly outside of his area of influence, because what if the management says no packages? Besides, before he used to sell well without packages, so maybe it's not the real thing.
Solution.
Maybe.
Okay.
I see.
Okay. Thank you. Yes.
I had some of the same concerns as Radu, related to the fact that it wasn't clear to me what led to the drop in performance for him. But what I liked was the fact that you at least sort of limited the area where those packages were supposed to be offered to your own company. When originally he was talking about the refrigerators, you did try to limit that area to something you can somewhat control. Having said that, now that Radu mentions it, yes, maybe some of those proposals are still outside his control.
Okay.
I don't think it's possible to cover only things that he's responsible for necessarily.
Okay, I see.
I'd just like to add that I heard you being optimistic and supportive towards the end, and I think that was great. Yeah.
Okay. Someone else? Yeah?
I'm not a member yet, but I...
No problem, you can say your thoughts.
I like very much that you asked him for suggestions at first, so you didn't impose yourself with your suggestions, but first saw if he had something going on.
Yeah.
I think it would be better that in the end there would be a more clear outcome to what he's gonna do, because I know that at some point he said that you asked how much money, like the target, how much would it be, and he said as much as we can, or
As much as possible.
Yeah, and I think that in order to achieve something, you need to have it specified, really good specified. You need to have
Yeah.
like a certain amount of time in which you have to do it. I like that you also asked about the deadline when he's gonna create the package solution presented to the bosses. But I would have liked also something specific on the money that he was thinking about, and also the period in which he would achieve that.
Okay.
And
Thank you. Okay, thank you everyone for your involvement and for hearing our role play. Thank you, Boris, especially because this was not easy for him since he had a speech before me. So thank you all.